The fight against violence plaguing Baltimore is driven by gangs, according to law enforcement experts.
In a crime and justice special report, Alexa Ashwell shows the impact and questions police on what's being done about gangs in our city.
In Baltimore, a street sign can serve as a symbol. And in this neighborhood, Mackenzie Elliott Way is the path to a tragic story. Several years ago, 3-year-old Mackenzie Elliott was playing on the front porch of her home. Gunfire erupted. A gang that claimed the toddler's neighborhood off Old York Road began shooting at another gang. A stray bullet hit Mackenzie, killing the 3-year-old.
It's not just the members of these gangs or the rival members, but it's the families who are trying to raise their children on the blocks where these gangs operate. It's many of the small businesses and commercial entities that are trying to make money. They're trying to be entrepreneurial, and they're having to deal with not only the violence out on the street.
Maryland's Deputy U.S. Attorney John LENZNER says gangs are responsible for a large portion of crime in the city. Homicides, shootings, robberies, carjackings, the city's drug problem. LENZNER and his federal and local partners say they took down 2 Baltimore gangs in the past 4 months. The NFL gang, named after streets in West Baltimore, behind a major narcotics operation leading to the deaths of people in Baltimore.
There were a number of overdose deaths that were charged in the indictment, also violence against other gangs, witness intimidation, not only in person through force and threats, but also online through social media. And NFL was also responsible for contract killings.
Some victims, everyday innocent people, like those caught in the crossfire of an attempted hit by the ETG Crips.
They were trying to murder rival gang drug dealers, and they accidentally shot 2 innocent bystanders. And that's been a really sad and tragic aspect to the violence in Baltimore. We've unfortunately seen children who've been shot and some killed by stray shootings.
The dismantling of these operations winning the battle, yet the city still losing the war.
I think the data would tell us, no, we're not doing enough, or at least we're not doing enough of the right things.
Former Baltimore Police Deputy Commissioner Jason Johnson says as soon as police get rid of one neighborhood gang, often another attempts to form and take its turf. And in a city with a population of more than 580,000, it's difficult to keep track of them all. So what is the city doing about gangs? A question for Police Commissioner Michael Harrison.
As Commissioner, what are you doing to get rid of gangs in the city?
That is something we have been working to build since the very first day I got here. We put it into our crime plan. It's called the Group Violence Reduction Strategy. Some call it focused deterrence, but it targets the subset of individuals committing the most violence. And this mayor and I, we are aligned in this comprehensive, multidisciplinary approach that pulls in healthcare, faith-based, nonprofits, academics. It's about 2 things. It's about enforcement for those who are committing violence, and it's about also giving them a pathway away should they want out.
More than 300 murders in each of the last 6 years may be evidence the plan isn't working. But the best evidence of the gang problem is Mackenzie. She should be 9 years old today and playing alongside this city street, not named for it.
Federal agencies took down the gang tied to Mackenzie's murder about a year ago. Its leader was given a life sentence, and the man convicted in Mackenzie's death serving 25 years in prison. Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News.